a wonderful session. I had the pleasure of running the man's company a few times and learned something every time. And everything I tell the boys and girls, positive reinforced it all the time, and it's something maybe coaches would know. So, Paudie's maybe just going to say a few words now, and if you'd all be good and quiet, like you sort of good out the pitch.
Very good.
And
will we give the children a big bull of us?
Yes.
So we're not going to delay now, just the key principles. We put Croke Park is our headquarters, and national policy is decided by all the clubs. Number one is to increase our playing numbers, and number two is to improve our skill levels. And the two are kind of combined. So a lot of people come into coaching after playing, and they carry on with the same competitive element as they had when they were playing, as if a child's mind was ready for that. A child in the primary school, if learning isn't happening, the teachers have to intervene. They just can't. It's not like the old days when you were put in the dunce's corner. That can't be done anymore. It's cruelty. So the biggest single thing that I know now is, can I meet the child where the child is? Or am I expecting the child to jump up to my expectation? So my job as a coach is to meet the child where the child is. Every child in the world could hurl, and every child in the world could play football, if they had an opportunity. We were out there tonight, we did hurling and football. We could see no big war between the two of them. The children left down their helmets and their hurlings and they played football. If it was the opposite way around, they leave down their football and put on their hurlings and helmets. A lot of people create a phony war between hurling and football, and they forget the children. Same families, the same boy, the same girl who wants to be a club player. And some egos go mad and they want their own little kingdom. And we're the GA, and we have hurling and football and camogie and girls football and handball and rounding. And that's what we buy into. And anybody that's going on a one code is not. They just follow their own laws. So the children tonight had great fun playing hurling and camogie and girls football. And now it's about the volume. How many times can the girl do that in a training session so that she gets good at doing that? In school, she writes to get good at writing. She reads to get good at reading. She does maths to get good at maths. You can't get good at it by not doing it anyway. So there's very little talk now in coaching, isn't there? Yeah? 10 seconds is a good rule. Now that's after being scientifically proved in the last 2 years. If I can say what I want to say in 10 seconds, I'm a really good person. If I can't say it in 10 seconds, I didn't know what I wanted to say anyway. The other thing is, can I tell this girl what I want? And can I tell it to her again and again, and eventually there's only one thought in her head. If I keep telling her what I don't want, so I want to go home now, or I want to go up to Derry, and some fellow, I'll say, how will I go? And someone said, go down to the road now and go left, right? And I'm gone before I start, yeah? Because they confuse the picture. Adults are confusing children. I think every boy and girl would be well able to hurl by 12 if the thing was done in an orderly fashion like teaching is done. If there was no children here, I would just ask the adults what they learned tonight about coaching, because that's the way we should do it. It's what you learned tonight about coaching that matters to me. So we can't do it because of the situation. So we just take 2 or 3 principles, that the child comes first, and I meet the child where they are, and I help the child where they need help, and if they don't need help, I just support them. So, could a given club in Ireland say that our policy from here on is that every child, boy and girl, will be bilateral by 12? And write that on the wall and say that's our policy. After 12, we can have a different policy. Why? Because we've established that every boy and girl is bilateral. Therefore, winning matches will be fairly simple. If you have 15 Peter Canavans on the field, it'll be fairly easy win matches, wouldn't it? Because they didn't ever care whether they went left or right. Now the mathematicians, I was wondering about this, because hurling is completely bilateral now. There's no county player. It's not bilateral in hurling. There's still lots of footballers who are not bilateral, and there are people playing in the Premiership at 100,000 a week who are not bilateral. That's a fact, yeah? Yeah? There are rugby players playing international football who cannot kick the ball with either of their feet, never mind one. Isn't this true? Yeah. Because they're being channeled down a different route. So our job then is everybody bilateral. So, if the club then got its policy, and the under 8 coach, and the under 9 coach, and the 10 coach, and the 12 coach, then your job is to make sure by the time you go to 14 that everybody's bilateral. Look at all the lovely happy times it have from 9 to 14, 9 to 12, yeah? We'd understand what we're about. And if a boy or a girl took a risk in a match to play the ball with their bad foot because that's what we're about, and then we could praise them for that, and then everybody would risk it. But no, we won't. You have to score every ball. So once you have to score the ball, you go with your good foot. And then you only do it. And then you christen it. My good foot or my bad foot. Now where are we now? Where are we now? This is my good foot and this is my bad foot. So this is my good hand and this is my bad hand. This is my good eye, this is my bad eye. This is my good ear, this is my bad ear. And so we're doomed, aren't we? So if a child starts talking like that, they're already doomed. Holy God didn't give out bad feet and bad hands and bad ears and bad eyes. When all of you were born, your mammies were delighted that your hands and feet were good. Yeah? Isn't this all true, mammies? We were so thanking God. I'm a grandfather now, so it's full cycle for me. I've my only grandchildren now at home, and it's so lovely. So, if you come up again now, pet, and kick that hand there, alternate feet, and then you come next, toes down. Now, you're dancing it now, so there's no stops. You're dancing it, there's no stops. Dancing it, come on. Now, we see the freedom coming. Unless that inhibition is gone, we'll always be caught. Are you ready? You're dancing it now, there's no gaps between the kicks. Now, wouldn't it be easy to have everybody bilateral if you had a few little tricks like that, wouldn't it? Because I know where she made contact. Did she make contact? Point there, where did the ball, or did she miss it? Are you ready again? Who me is right? What kind of language is that? Who me? I thought you knew your own name. Who me? Huh? Who you? Yeah? Who me then? Wait. Shauna! Who me? I think that's good, isn't it? Write that up in your bedroom. Who me? And if you know in 20 years time, you'll be wonderful. Yeah, dancing. Now start hitting my hand with the part of the foot you want to hit with. Now you see the balance coming. Imbalance first, strong, weak, and after 30 seconds, the imbalance is nearly gone. So this is what I'm saying is very, very possible. Who me? We're definitely in Tyrone now, aren't we? So now I go out the road in a beautiful direction, so you say, who me? Hit my hand with the part that wants to keep the football. So which one is hitting my hand? Which one is hitting my hand? The right one is hitting and the other one is nearly hitting. So now, get the two of them hitting exactly, okay? Hit it. Good, Garrett. So I know when the equilibrium and the equal has come. Now swinging the hurley right and swinging the hurley left is easily as important for the child. It's as easy one as the other if I didn't say I had a good hand in the back. So if every child could swing there, and swing there, and swing there, and swing there, you are a great coach. You've empowered the child, and they can play whatever level they want to. It's lovely. It's lovely that there's a real future for hurling in Tyrone. That's a lovely thing. It is no longer in danger. And the county team can play in Croke Park the same as their footballers. That's a lovely thing. And I fought, and we all fought very hard for that to happen. And it did happen, and it changed everything. And so every single county team in Ireland has a chance to play in Croke Park in hurling. 125 years went, and they had no chance. So that's an inequality that should not have been allowed. We had a big vote in Ireland about equality the other day, and equality is going to be talked about into the future. I don't need to say anything about Tyrone about equality. It was a long, long, long time before we got equality, wasn't it? Yeah? And maybe it hasn't fully seeped into the system fully, but equality is what we seek, isn't it? So we know what we're talking about. So people, it's been a great pleasure, always a great pleasure to come. Michael Glover invited me up on behalf of Kieran and all the children. Yes?
I'm coming back.
Yeah, put a little bed in the mattress over there and I'll stay for a fortnight. That'd be a good idea. Isn't it a lovely compliment when the child says they come back, isn't it? Yeah. So, as a coach, you'll be hoping every night that children see out the mouths of babes, isn't it? The truth comes. So children come first. National policy then, that by the age of 12 everybody is bilateral. Will you have a go to 2 feet? Who me? Say who me? See? Everybody says who me, don't they? Okay. The people who like me who used to go to the films and see the Indians saying who me know what I'm talking about. There we go. Now the party, go on, superstructure. Now the party of foot that hits the ball is sitting in my hand. Down the toe. Down the toe. Down your toe. Down your toe. Have your toes. Turn them down. Good boy.
I said your stance.
Down your toe. Down your toe. That's the boy. So when the boy knows he has to structure his own body, learning happens. It could be his hips, it could be his knees, it could be his shoulders, it could be his head. Once he knows that he has to structure his body, responsibility comes. Mammies understand it. The boy needs to get responsible for himself. It isn't an automatic thing that I'm able to kick football. It's a learned skill. That's a learning skill. This is Darvla's beautiful stick. She told me that she had a lovely hurley last year that I put my name on it, and it grew small, and she's too small for her. First hurley that I ever heard that grew small. I think Darvla grew big. What do you think? Yeah. Or the hurley got small?
Hurley got small.
Hurley got small? Yeah, you're wise enough.
No, you got small.
So people, I'm trying to model coaching. We're happy with children. We like them. We love hurling and football, and we love our children. And that's the message. We cannot love hurling and football and not be nice to children. That's old-fashioned and it's not right anymore. We have a passion for Gaelic games, haven't we? And sometimes the passion goes wrong. It goes astray. I remind myself every day, what's my job? My job is that every child will be bilateral by 12. That keeps me from the passion going funny. Passion is a great thing if it's managed. Yeah? So national policy that every child be bilateral. Are you bilateral? Pick it. Now, left and right, swing.
Watch your heads up.
Why did I say the bad thing? Why did you doubt the child?
No, this side here.
Why did you doubt the child? He doesn't cut off people's heads every day. He knows the heads rolling around the street. Now, here we go. Trust the boy. So right, left, left, right. So bilateral should be as easy as any other thing the child does. So people, thanks very much, Grant. You have a world-class facility here. Everybody should be bilateral quite easily with that facility. I don't know if it insulted the football people by coaching football. I don't know if it did or not. But I was asked to do it anyway. Because I played county football for Tipperary and County Hurling. And I don't see any, my sisters played camogie and football, and I wouldn't see, did see there was need for a war between the two sports. I can't see it, now I couldn't see it then. I meet great county footballers who are sorry they didn't play hurling. I meet great county hurlers who are sorry they didn't get a chance to play football. That's the truth. I meet some of the greatest footballers that ever played who sorry they couldn't play hurling in Croker. They just weren't allowed in the Rio. Isn't that tragic? I mean, great hurlers, all-star hurlers, who would love to have got a chance to play football, but they didn't get a chance. Same is true for girls. Kieran, well done. You have a fantastic facility. I would say to the coaches, if we had the time together and we were had time, that we'd go through what can be done. It's about numbers. How many chances did the boy get to catch the ball over his head? How many chances did the girl get to strike the ball at the wall? And if you get up around 300, so here's the science of it. No progress is made in anything prior to 300 actions. So, who me?
What you have to say, O'Brien. You have to say O'Brien.
Me, yeah, O'Brien. Brian. Give me his name quick.
Ryan.
Brian, yeah.
No, Brian.
All the Ryans live in Tipperary. You know.
That's all.
That's our favourite name. The key thing here is that prior to 300, no learning takes place in the brain where learning happens. So the coach's task is, can I get up to the 300 catches or the 300 throws or the 300 kicks so that learning happens. So 10, more or less waste of time. Nothing at all has happened. He hasn't even got into a rhythm. 20, 30, very little going on. It's certainly after 200 that brain patterns. Now brain patterns is neuroscience, so it's like laying down a train track. So you're laying the train track, we'll say, from Cork to Donegal on new ground. The same with the brain. You're laying the train track somewhere in there. But there's no length of track laid down prior to 200. So whatever we're doing, whether it's throwing at the wall or catching, we've got to get into 200. That's why wall is essential. You can't get that done in the field. Now I know how important playing games is. Don't let anybody doubt that. I know games are important. But you've got to get to the wall some of the time to get the numbers up. So how will a child get good at writing?
Practicing.
By writing 200 letters or 300 letters or 400 letters every day. How do they get good at reading? How do they get good at maths? By getting the numbers up. Yeah?
Yeah.
So field sessions are important from a games point of view, that they learn to play a game. But the component parts, if you're with me, can only be learned at the wall. But that's why people build walls. So would a child improve with kicking at the wall? Even already in the 10 minutes we spent, you saw the body structure shaping more around the ball. Peter Canavan shaped himself around the ball, or the way the Coach Cooper shapes himself around the ball, or the way Beckham shaped himself around the ball, or the way Brian O'Driscoll shaped himself around the ball. It doesn't matter the sport. I was going to say Rory McIlroy, but you can't say it today. You can't. You could make no shape to it without today. So, and he practiced. So the golfers, stop now. The golfers, I know this for a fact, the golfers get in their 300 shots every day. Whether it's 300 drives or 300 putts, they get into 300. Well, they have nothing else to do, but they are faithful to the science. Paudie Butler will get in his 300 putts every day. He will get in his 300 drives and his 300 chips every day for 25 years. Now that's a person to be admired, isn't it? Isn't it? Now we're not professional, we don't want professional, but these boys have plenty of hours at home where they have nothing to do, and they could be getting in their numbers, couldn't they? So people, thank you so much for your patience, your time, and the respect that you give me always when I come. I hope. Sometimes I don't give it all back, sure I don't. Sorry for mocking you. Is it okay? Who, me? Me, Paudie, yeah? So thanks very much, people.